Oh, hey there, people. How's it going today? It's Friday, 6 o'clock into the afternoon, and I just recently started vlogging. Yeah, had no idea what to talk about. Just been doing some research on shit and stuff. Yeah, just been chilling. Probably got to get out there and do the driveway, though, because it's looking like a fucking mad mess. Not even sure if the camera's gonna show outside, but the end of the driveway is pretty bad. Car got some snow on it last night. It was blowing pretty hard, but it wasn't really snowing. I could jump that. Fuck, I don't care. I wanted to go out tonight and get some provisions. I realized that I'm out of ketchup, I'm out of soy sauce, out of a bunch of stuff that I need. Also, one problem I'm having with the sim rig over here is a fucking monitor. I can't find a DVI cable anywhere. Nobody sells DVI cables by themselves. DVI cable being the, I don't know if I can get it on camera, but if you can see under here, it's plugged in here, a DVI cable. It's like that white ended cable. Sometimes they're transparent colored. And it's got a square head on it. One side has like a slot with pins in it. Sometimes there's no pins, depending on the port you're plugging it into. Basically, nobody sells them, and the problem is the video cards that I have, the 960 and the R9 380, both use DVI-D and DVI-I. And DVI-D, you can't have the pins. And the only idea I have that might accidentally work, if I can find the bit, is right here. This thing. It's a DVI. It's actually by ATI Radeon Graphics too. DVI to HDMI video, where you plug this into your video card's DVI and you're off to the races. And then you can run an HDMI cable off the arse end. And you know what? I might give this a go to see if I can get that fucking TV to display a video. That's why I haven't done Euro Truck yet, because I have no way to monitor the comments. So, or run OBS or anything like that. So if I can have everything running over here while Euro Truck Simulator is running over here, then life will be grand. So maybe I'll give that a try. And also today we got some flyers in the mail. I'll go show you that right now. I'm thinking about filming Flyer Day tonight. I'm not saying I'm bringing it back, but we're going to do it this time around. Just to see, gauge the audience's happiness about Flyer Day. Because I remember back in the day when I used to do it every Friday, a lot of people were getting pissed off by it and we're getting sick of it. They're like, why the fuck are you doing this? This is stupid. Because these sales don't apply to us. But, yeah, we got the flyers in the mail. Yeah, we got Independent and all the other guys in here. I'm going to sift through this and we'll pick out the good ones and we'll leave the shit ones behind. And we'll go from there. The way she poops, she perches herself on the friggin' end of her litter box and fires off a loaf. But anyway, we got the flyers here. We got Food Basics, Best Buy, Canadian Tire, and Price Choppers. So that should be pretty good. Yeah, low light. What can I do? I don't know. I got 14 days of this camera. After 14 days is up, I can go ahead and bring, or I got to keep it. But within that time, I can bring it back and try something else. I just missed filming with one of these and thought it'd be kind of cool again. But you know what? Editing the video, it doesn't look that good compared to the non-HD shooting Panasonic. You know, the non-HD shooting Panasonic, the videos looked all crisp and clear. And this one here, I find they look all blurry and distorted, and the microphone is okay, but it's not awesome. So, you know, worst case scenario, bring this thing back, get a refund, and then get the R9 or the R60, which is an actual camcorder style. I think that would probably be the better choice, but we'll shoot another vlog with this thing today and see what happens. Frig it. Alrighty, well, I want to try this adapter in the computer. Problem is there's not much room to move around down there because this chair, and I got my table of junk here that I got to clean off every fucking day, and I just fill it up that night. So, you know, that's how she goes. Not gonna hit my fan with this chair, eh? No, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and install this plug, hook it up, and see if this piece of shit actually fires. Alrighty, we're all hooked up. Let me just get to my feet. sit down in the old chair, stare at the steering wheel for a minute. I got the 900 degree working. Go over here to screen resolution. Still only detects the one camera, or the one monitor. Fuck's sakes. I need an HDMI cable, that's a given. Without an HDMI cable, there's nothing I can do. So, or a DVI cable. Because what cable's plugged into the back of this thing? It is the white one, right? Yeah, it's the same cable. The, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I don't understand why the fuck it won't go. Plugged into HDMI, plugged into the capture, just will not fire. So, I need a DVI cable. I'm going to retire this television, probably just put it away somewhere, and then get my Samsung monitor, my other one behind the curtain, installed on a DVI cable, and then I can start doing Euro Truck Simulator, because it's really hard to, like, what I can do is I can monitor, I can play the game here, monitor the comments over on this TV, but it's a pain in the arse. Like, it'd be so much easier. And using the HDMI on the card, it doesn't work because of whatever reason. Probably because I'm already using the digital port. I don't know. It's fucking weird. But that didn't work either, so we're at a standstill. Gotta get me a DVI cable and fucking plug her in and hope for the best, I guess. So for anybody wondering the difference between digital video DVI cables, your DVI-D and your DVI-I. So DVI-D has single and dual link, so does DVI-I. And there you go. So DVI-D single link, your pings look like that. Your dual link, they look like that. Your DVI-I single link look like that. And you see how they got the 4 pins around the corners? That's for analog mode, so you can hook up a VGA. Same with DVI dual channel, and down below you have DVI-A analog, and there's the resolutions you can obtain with it. Now all I need is single, and this cable here is $6, so I'm going to order it up so I can set up both monitors in DVI mode and get well, proper resolutions on the other computer. Well, not proper resolutions, but just DVI connectors. Drop the VGA and go straight DVI on everything. Because right now I'm using a VGA to DVI adapter. The DVI adapter plugs into the computer, and then the VGA plugs into the DVI adapter, and it plugs into the VGA on the back of the monitor. And that works fine for the one port, but the other port is strictly DVI-D. So it will not accept one of those adapters to go to VGA. So I gotta stick to the digital, and I need a cable for that. Now luckily for me, this cable here is DVI-D single link 18+1 male to male. Wait, how big is it? It's 6 feet long. Okay, that's perfect. So I should be able to get this cable here, and it should be able to do the job I need it to do, and they have 2 left in stock, so let's order them up. Alrighty guys, well, I'm gonna head over to the beer store and drop off my empties. I have a lot of them. I know this camera angle's not really awesome with the light to my back, but this is probably a little bit better. I got 3 bags of fucking empties here. They gotta go. Tonight we're doing a live stream of Minecraft, so gonna be on Sugar Cube's server. She's doing some, I don't know, she's doing something different. A scavenger hunt. So I'll find out more about that tonight. Probably gonna play some Minecraft for a bit and go from there. But that's the battle plan for tonight. But mainly, well, right now I want to fire up the car because see if we're actually going anywhere. Alright, car fired up. We'll let that thing heat up a bit. I'm going to go probably shovel the end of the driveway, and then we're going to test this pig inside the car and see how well that works. That'll be the deciding factor if we keep it or not. This ain't too bad. Looked worse from up in the window. I should be able to get out of this, no problem. Okay, time to clean off the old car, and then we'll hit the road. Alright guys, let's hit the road. Holy crap, this car is hurting. I need to get my suspension fixed like fucking yesterday. Can you hear that banging around over there? Fuck, that does not sound good. Yeah, that really doesn't sound good. But I basically wanted to see how this thing would work in a drive to see if it's a keeper or a quitter. She's shooting in 720p mode right now. I figure, you know what? I upload all my videos in 720p mode. Might as well freaking film in 720p mode. The other day I filmed in 1080p mode because both the Canon DSLR and Panasonic HC V550 were both filming in 1080p. I don't really like the 1080p mode on this camera. The 720p seems to be okay. It seems to get the job did, so that's all right. I think what I'm hearing is the sound of the beer cans behind me fucking rattling together. It's making me paranoid a bit, just a bit, but you know, whatever. Well, next week I'm gonna start handing out resumes and getting shit going for a new job because, you know, I was thinking about waiting until spring or summer to get a new job, but I'm getting fucking bored. I got nothing to talk about. You know, I'm staying up all night, sleeping all day. I gotta get back into the fucking swing of things and start making some money. You know, if YouTube was, if I was getting the money that some YouTubers get, I probably wouldn't be that hard up for a job. But, you know, I'm not saying my severance is dwindling. I still have a fucking boatload of that left. I could stay off for another easy 6 to 8 months. I just don't wanna, you know? I want to get back on that horse and start working again. A couple places in town I can apply to. Shouldn't be too hard to get work there. Because let's face it, the Canadian economy right now is fucking bollocks. Right now, as of today, $1.42 Canadian gets you $1 US. So this is the reason why I don't buy shit off of eBay, because it's all US pricing. So it's like, oh, it's only 99 cents US. Well, it's $1.40 Canadian. Oh, it's only $100 US. Well, it's $140 Canadian. Mind you, getting paid from YouTube in US dollars is kind of a bonus because, well, fuck, it's like free money almost when the conversion happened. Oh, I only made $120 on YouTube US. Boom, 180 bucks in your fucking bank. So that's always good. Because I've been saving my PayPals until something like this happened, let's just say when I decide to dump that in my bank account, it's going to be a pretty thick fucking number. I actually knew a guy who used to play that game too. He used to call it the currency trading game. Apparently it's a thing. But when the US dollar and Canadian dollar were jumping back and forth a lot, by like a couple pennies here and there, it would be like, oh, the US dollar's now $1.05 Canadian. Oh, the US dollar's now on par. The US dollar's worse than the Canadian. Back when it was actually, the US dollar was worse than the Canadian dollar, when a lot of people quit trading with, well, America quit trading with Canada when that happened because they didn't want to pay that kind of price. Right now, the dollar's so low that it's trading with the US, it's like, fuck, they pay piss for whatever, where they pay more anywhere else. But he used to sit there and he'd buy American money when it was on par or Canada's dollar was better, wait for the currency to change, for it to flip-flop, and then he would buy American money or change it back to Canadian money. And he would sit there and do that, and he made a couple good bucks off of that, let's just say. I don't know the exact amount, but he said it was enough to finance a trip to Mexico. So that's probably pretty good. That's probably pretty good. I picked the worst time to do a fucking camera test. It's currently minus 19 out. My windows are frosting up again. Let's see how bad the blower fucks up the mic. So yeah, the financial game. Well, I guess something I need to figure out how to do is how to write a resume. I haven't written a resume since, fuck, 1996. All my jobs are pretty much handed to me from that point on. Like when I worked at Staples, that job was handed to me. When I worked at Ontario, that job was handed to me. Never had to give a resume for any of them. I just got the job because I was, you know, there at the right space, right time. So that's fucking awesome. Anyway, we're gonna pull in here. He cuts me off, fucking bags me out. We're gonna head over to the beer store first. We'll drop off these cans. And then I want to head over to the grocery store and grab some stuff like ketchup, because I have none. Hi guys, I'll be right back. Hey, we're back. All right, we got everything we need. And the grocery store is now closed. The only thing left open is the beer store, which means it's after 9 o'clock. The joys of waking up super fucking late. Yeah, like one of the reasons why I don't want to get a job right away is because corporations and such aren't really giving Monday to Friday jobs. and there ain't many corporation style jobs around here. Most of the jobs around here are pretty much what I was doing, or if I luck out and I get in with a certain group, it'll be a Monday to Friday, but definitely not the pay I was getting. That's a given. But yeah, like, I won't have weekends off and stuff, so I was kind of hoping to hold off on getting a job until I get one more chance to go to London. You know, I wanted to go down and visit Bloke and the boys one more time before actually getting back into the employment swing of things and getting basically fucked over on having any fun. Because literally, that's what happens. Like, working at my old job, every time I'd plan a trip down to go visit the boys, for some reason, I was needed to do overtime every freaking time. Like, there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I had to do overtime. Oh, do you have any plans this weekend? It doesn't matter if you have plans, because you have to come in. You're the only guy I can talk to about this. You have to come in. Like, there were no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, I had to go into work. Couldn't even though there was people below me, they were already working, so I was the next guy on the line that could actually work, so they'd force me to do it. Is it horse shit? For sure it's horse shit. That was an agreement the union signed with management, stating that if overtime is needed, they start from the top and work their way down, and the first person who they get a hold of that, like, let's say they get a hold of somebody above me and they say they'll do it, then they'll take it. They get a hold of me and I say I don't want it, and then they call the other two guys and say, well, they can't get a hold of them, they'll call me back and be like, sorry, you're coming in. Like, you had no choice. And the amount of times that happened working at that job, where it's like I set up something to go down and visit Bloke, and then I had to call him and be like, yeah buddy, I'm not going to be able to make it down, I'm sorry. Like, I gotta fucking work this weekend and shit. The amount of times my vacations were frigged over because of that. So that's why I kind of, and I won't get any vacation this year. No matter what job I get, you won't get any vacation time. You'll basically be working the whole year. So that kind of sucks. That, and a lot of the jobs aren't even on this end of town. They're on the complete polar opposite end of town. So it's a pain in the arse to, it's going to be a lot more fuel being used. Maybe not in the summer. Once I get motorcycle on the road, I'll be able to ride the motorcycle, which will be a lot cheaper on fuel than driving this fucking pig. But yeah, for sure, it's going to be a lot more fuel expenditures. It's like, fuck, now I barely ever take the car out. And when I do take the car out, it's to go to the grocery store and come back, you know, or to go to the mall and come back. I don't really drive much during the day. Like, it's not like I go out to visit Rex and then we drive off to fucking Quebec or something like every day, so that's probably good. And it's definitely going to cause a rift in the vlogs. Well, not really, because I can film before going to work and then film after work and just make it one solid video. This time I'm not making the same mistake as last time and filming my drives to work. That's just fucking stupid. Because last time I did that, trolls were calling my workplace, for fuck's sakes. I had people calling in at work, and even if I wasn't working there, calling in and causing problems with my coworkers because I make YouTube videos. Like, that's when you know you're a pathetic piece of shit. Trying to get me fired from my job by being a belligerent asshole. It's like, these people, I'd love to meet them in person just so I could fucking stab them in the throat. Like, you gotta be a real fucking belligerent cunt to think that's a good idea to start messing with a guy's job. Speaking of which, I mentioned yesterday that there was this guy threatened a lawsuit on me. And when we get home, I'll talk about that. It's fucking hilarious. You know? Fucking hilarious. Anyway, we're almost home. So once we get there, I'll bring the groceries in, let the dog out, and then we'll talk about that. So until then, peace the frig out. Okay, so I got the groceries. I'm just waiting for the dog to come back in. It's currently rifling off a coiler. Nice. But anyway, we had this, well, you know who Dylan Taylor for the Win is. I mentioned him yesterday. His link's in the description if you haven't seen it. Further down on my links to my buddies. But anyway, one of his videos, he was talking about this guy who abandoned a cat. He didn't want the cat in his house anymore, so he said fuck it. And he just threw the cat outside, let it fend for itself in this awesome cold winter. Well, Dylan ended up bringing the cat in the house, and he's taking care of it now. Well, he calls the guy, and he's like, dude, your cat, he fucking left it outside and shit. Got mashed potatoes for tonight. Yay! Anyway, he's like, you left your cat outside and shit, and it's dead. Like, he shouldn't have started off with it's dead. He was trying to gauge the guy for a reaction, I guess. And Buddy was like, well, whatever, it's not my cat, I don't care. And then Dylan proceeded to tell him, no, the cat's fine. It's actually living in his house. He's taking care of it now. The cat is his, blah, blah, blah. And then Buddy starts beaking off to Dylan, saying he wants to fight him. Also, I'm making pork chops for supper tonight. Nice. So I left a comment on the video saying, obviously, the guy's fucking spun. Like, you gotta be a real kind of asshole to fucking fire a pet outside that you don't at least have the common courtesy to bring the fucking thing to the SPCA or the pound, or just, you know, bring it in and say, I found this cat walking around my house and he seemed really sick and hungry. Bought a whole bunch of these things. Fucking salmon. Love salmon. You know, bring the cat to the pound. Don't just fucking fire it out the door and tell it to go live on its own. A domesticated cat won't know how to do that. You know, it might be okay, but especially in the winter months, it's too fucking cold out there. Too cold out there for a kitty. So it's not a good idea to do that. And I made a comment about that. Well, Dylan calls the guy up because the guy once again was harassing him. Sitting there fucking driving by his house, honking his horns, yelling obscenities at Dylan's girlfriend. All the whole 9 yards. So on that video where Dylan calls him back up, the guy says he's going to give me a lawsuit for defamation of character. I swear to God, not even 2 seconds after he threatens me with a lawsuit, he's like, the guy's probably a faggot and a pedophile too. That's what he says about me. And it's like, holy fuck. You're talking about defamation of character and then you go and loophole like that? So I downloaded the video in case Ashface gets it taken off the fucking internet. And I don't know his real name. I'm not even sure what it is. Dylan mentioned it a couple times on his video, but I just didn't pay attention because the guy's pointless to me. But I downloaded the video anyway for evidence. And it's like defamation of character. I basically said he's an asshole for doing that to his fucking cat. Or to a cat. Like, so let me see. We go to court for defamation of character. I have him for defamation of character, as he called me a faggot and a pedophile on a telephone call. I have him for animal cruelty, as he actually said in the video that he fired the cat outside his house because he didn't want it. It wasn't his, it was his roommate's. His roommate didn't take it, so rather than being responsible and taking the kitty to like the pound where it can get proper treatment, maybe a new home out of the deal, no, just fucking boots her out the door and says, bye-bye kitty, go find yourself a new place to live, fuck off, you know? So it's like, I'm just waiting. It's like, if really bad you want to go to court, and like, no problem. You're fucked. But it won't happen. It won't happen. Guy was just angry as fuck because Dylan was calling him nonstop and kept repeating. The guy would hang up the phone, Dylan would call right back right away. Guy was just pissed off. But like, really, bud, you don't treat a cat like that. Smarten the fuck up. So tonight for dinner I'm going to do honey glazed ham hocks, I guess, if you will. Pork chops. Got the honey garlic sauce on it. Grab these in here, put them in for 13 minutes because it's cold. I haven't preheated it. It's supposed to preheat these things for 3 minutes. I find if you put them in for 3 minutes extra, same results. And then you don't have to worry about putting your food back in it. Fuzzy bum. Fuzzy bum. Who's your fuzzy bum? No, you're not supposed to do that anymore. Your legs. Remember, you got hurt that one? No, you're not supposed to do that. Stay down. Stay down. No. Why are you like this? Alrighty. Well, there goes the friggin' potatoes. Got some butter in there all melting up, and gonna get this here all boiling. And then once it gets all boiling, we're gonna be fucking glorious. Life's gonna be great. Chuck some potato powder in there and we'll have some delicious potatoes. What do you say? Don't jump so high. Stay down. Why do you gotta do... You know your legs are bad. You just gotta try and be crazy. Jesus Murphy, does this ever smell good right now? Got her at 200 friggin' Celsius and just giving her. We got about, what, 4 minutes left on the timer? Perfect. Perfect. Over here we got the milk still boiling. Milk, water, and potatoes. You got to use a cup and a half of milk. Or sorry, cup and a half of water, half a cup of milk, and a tablespoon of butter. And when this gets boiling, we take it off the stove. We drive the potatoes to it. You know what? Fuck, I forgot to season it. I like to season it with herb and garlic by Clubhouse. This piss. Parmesan and herb, sorry. And get some of that in there. And then you give her the old mixeroonie. Really makes the potatoes pop. You don't even need gravy or nothing. But she's boiling, so now we go on to the next step. Where we take this off, pour the potatoes in the pot. Using a fork, you whisk it about. And magically you have delicious mashed potatoes. Oh, the mashed potatoes are so good looking. I love mashed potatoes. I wish I wanted some gravy, but fuck, they didn't have any, well, I ran out of time. I'm gonna add some more of this shit. Yeah. I didn't have enough time. I fucking should have went to the grocery store first, beer store last, because there was a lineup at the beer store, and I wasted a lot of time there, and the beer store closes at 10. And as you saw when I got out, the beer store was fucking vacant. So I should have went to the grocery store, got what I wanted, and then went to the beer store after the grocery store was closed. But not a big deal. Not a big deal. We got a lot of food to last us a freaking while now. Let me tell you a little something about that, eh, puppy doggy? Who's eating all his kibbles? His kibbles and bits and bites and bits and kitten cat. Kitten cat. Kitten cat, you look so funny on camera. Alrighty, well, pork chops are done. That did not turn out the way I hoped. Son of a bitch. Oh well. Like, they look good, but I don't know why these pork chops always curl up. Whatever. I know I had the edges of the pork chops on the thing, but the inside's even folded up like a cup. They'll be good. They'll be good. So there's my dinner for tonight. Friggin' pork chops and potatoes. Some sauce. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. We gotta do flyer day still, so I'm probably gonna go eat some food, and then we'll bang off flyer day and probably call her a night. So let's pitter patter and have at her. Holy shit, I can't believe how long this vlog already is. But we discovered that using the camera when the blower is on in the car is not acceptable. So don't expect much winter driving vids. She looks like a little burrito. So cute. I'm gonna rock a piss, grab some more beers, and we're gonna get on some Minecraft. I'm gonna film flyer day after that, so stay tuned for some motherfucking flyer day. You comfy? Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. Alrighty guys, we are done the scavenger hunt. And guess who won? This motherfucking guy. Of course I won. I'm a pro gamer, for Frank's sakes. Oh shit, that was awesome. It was a good time. It was a good time, but you know what really time it is for? It's time for...
Flyer day, gotta look at sales on flyer day. See what kind of deals they have in the paper. Flyer day, gotta look at sales on flyer day. See what kind of deals they have in the paper. Flyer day, yeah. Flyer day, yeah. All the sales, so much sales, love the sales.
Alrighty guys, let's start off with food basics. Even though I was just there tonight, let's see what kind of deals they have. Oh, back ribs. Oh, I love that kind. $6.88 each. Why didn't I grab any of these?
Sunshine loaf of bread is good for making sandwiches.
Cashmere, $3.88 a bag. It's like wiping your bum with the blonde-haired lady's hair. Oh, fresh pork boneless combination chops. Oh, avocado. Mother friggin' Roman lasagna, 488, and it probably doesn't have that many layers. All of these things come from random animals. You got bacon from pigs. Probably not sure. Definitely all the rest. Donuts. 3 bags of pepperoni, cocks, and a big hunk of ham. Fuck you. Is that delivery? No, it's classico. Oh, when you want to give yourself the shits, get yourself a can of Pringles. Oreo's favorite kind of wet food. Mother friggin' Caesars. Oh, I'm so glad it's soft soap, because that hard soap sucks. Same price that the Mike's Mart down the road has. Nice. You know, I know the word moist offends people, so I wonder how many people get offended by this cake mix calling it super moist. Oh, I need some of that for my craft dinner. Now you can get vitamin A, B, C, D, E, F, guy. The soup you eat with a fork. Mother friggin' chunky. Alright, keeping on to the food theme, we're going to move along to Freshco. Over 1,000 items, now even cheaper in store. How much will you save today? I don't know what you are, but you look really delicious. Delicio, the pizza I can cook on my barbecue. I just have issues with beef in a can. I can't do it, people. I can't. Oh, sausages! They call the friggin' thing Gushers. That's a great name. Oh, I friggin' love Snack Pack. Yeah, I do. The most phallic-looking pears I ever did see. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Canadian Tire, eh? Because I'm Canadian, and apparently I'm tired. But, hit. Renew. What the fuck does that even mean? Oh, look, it's a Pushisaki. The Pushisaki. The wind tunnel, 2 high capacity bagless upright for $100. Or you can get the wind tunnel air bagless canister vacuum for $230. Screw that. If you were that stuff that was premium, you know, synthetic, I probably would. Because you're not, you can go frig yourself. Ah, and they still sell groceries at Canadian Tire. Son of a bitch. You know, for a hardware store, they sure sell a lot of pushy suckies. Yeah, they do. Should get some of this from my tub. Maybe I can take the rust out. Apparently there's going to be some strict laws passed about wood-burning stoves. Thank God I don't have one. Probably never will either. Devon! Get the table! 5-liter ice maker. I got one of those outside. It's called Winter. He looks happy. That's what I need. Then maybe my ass won't be so frickin' fat. Binoculars! Because when you need a drill and you don't need it to last, Black & Decker will get you there fast. Air pump! Air pump! Air thingy! More air thingies! Other air pumping thingies! When you need brakes with the rings of Saturn attached to it, count on Canadian Tire to hook you the fuck up. That's more like it. Quaker Steak Full Synthetic. The ultimate durable synthetic motor oil. 5W30, 5W20, and 0W20 5-liter jug. 35% off. This is what I wash my clothes with when I never want to wear my clothes again because it makes my flesh crawl. Yay! Rolly blowies! This looks like the safest kind of fun you could have going down a hill. Alrighty guys, next on the list is Best Try. Oh shit, I mean Best Buy. Go big for the big game and save! Whatever. Wow, $3,600 for a 65-inch TV. Jesus Murphy. Duh, 24 inches of awesome and $169. I used to have one of these, but then I quit. A whole page of cell phones. Best Buy. The fuck. You know what? Gaming and laptops should not be in the same fucking sentence for the key reason of these things overheat like a bitch. Asus, the ZenBook. Small, compact, cute, getting sued by Apple for copying their fucking design. Oh, that's a nice looking tablet. Oh, I need one of these so that I can hook my cameras up to it and leave them off my router. See, and this is what upsets me about shopping now. Look at all the camcorders they have. Do you notice how I didn't show a single camcorder? That's because nobody fucking sells camcorders anymore. They all expect you to film with these things or friggin' DSLRs and stuff. Jesus Murphy! I'm sorry, but after my last Afterglow purchase, I'll never buy a product with that name again. That's a pretty good deal for a laptop storage drive. Yep. And people, that's all we got for Flyer Day. I just grabbed 4 flyers and went with it. So you know what? This is what I want to do. If you guys enjoyed Flyer Day and you want to see it every Friday as part of the vlog, I want to see at least 150 likes on this video, and I know we can do it. Just give it a like, click. Let me know if we get 150 likes. You know what? We got a week. If we get 200 likes on this video, we're going for 200. If we get 200 likes on this video, I will next week do Flyer Day again. If we don't, I'll just leave it out because that means nobody cares about it. But let me know by clicking the freaking like button, people. So we're going to shut the vlog down here. It's pretty late. It's like 1 in the morning, probably by now. And I'm thinking about trying to go to bed so I get up earlier tomorrow at a better hour. And I don't know what the frig we're going to do, but figure something out. But anyway, people, on that note, I'm going to shut her down. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget the links in the description. I got Instagram, Twitter, Facebook fan page, all that shite down there. Get your own Vloggin' Life t-shirts, eh? Become a supporter. Get a Vloggin' Life t-shirt. That'd be freaking awesome. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.